Hey Aries, thanks for stopping by. All right, let's get into it. Okay, Aries, I went a little further with the cards. Sorry, I got lost. Okay. All right, a few messages. Okay, first let me explain them. This is you or the past. This is present within a month ago to a month in the future, and this is future, okay? There might have been something recently or going on now with a child. It could be that you feel that they aren't being rational about something. This could be a choice. It could have something to do with like buying a house or renting. It could also be that you don't think that they are taking something seriously enough or life seriously enough. I think it's going to turn out okay. Sometimes it's hard when we want what's best for our children. And it's hard to remember, like, we're all on our own path. So I know that doesn't really help, but there is something about that. There's also something about a relationship here. If something ended recently, you might have met someone new, but it's a level up. It could be the person themselves are a level up, or your emotions towards the relationship is a level up, meaning it's kind of like you're more invested in it, or you feel more emotion towards this newer person. It could also be that there was something emotional that you got through, so you're just feeling better. Okay, if this is a new person, there's a need for balance between like feeling good being around this person and being rooted in life. Like, I don't know if this person is taking your focus away from other things that are important, like work, or there's something about that. So just make sure that like you're staying, like, I'm getting like rooted in life, like your life. If this is about a child, it's a similar message. It's kind of like what I said before about everybody being on their own path, which is very difficult to remember, especially if there's something dramatic going on with your child. It's hard to just look away from that or just be like, well, they're on their own path. You know what I'm saying? But there is something going on that is taking your focus away from either your own life or what needs to get done or what you want to do. If this is a new person, the passion might be getting in the way. Not just emotion, but like there's like passion or excitement, something like that. Could be trumping your responsibilities in some way. Okay, so let me just take a look at these, you guys. Okay, if you're in a relationship, there could be a past person that comes in, and like things might have ended with this person because of like a timing thing, or you know, this could have been a long time ago and you grew apart, or you've both grown since then. There's something to that. There's something about like almost trying to find the strength to turn them away. That's I feel like that's for people who have this new relationship, like you're in some new thing, but I don't feel like the person coming back around, like it was a negative experience. So there could be something with that. For others, there could be somebody coming back, and it's bad timing. Maybe you have a lot going on, or like, I don't know, maybe you're visiting home or something, like where you grew up, and that's where you see them, but you don't live there. There's something about that, like distance or time. There's something there. If this has to do with a child, I feel like it's affecting you to different degrees. I think it just depends on what exactly it is that's going on. It could be that you feel disconnected somehow from your child, or you tried to make a connection with them recently and it was like there's something about timing, so it was rejected, you know, like maybe you tried to find out what was going on in their life and they just like, I don't know, got angry or walked away or something like that, hung up on you. It's like a timing thing. Okay. All right, give me a minute, you guys. Let me just look at these. Okay. For the child, a few things. It could be that they are building a life, but they might be like immature to you. So either they're acting immature actually to you, okay? Or you believe that they are immature, like as a whole. They might be kind of sneaky, your child. So it might feel like things are good for a while and then they do something, whether it's to you or somebody else, but maybe they tell you about it or you find out about it, and then it's almost like the trust is broken. There's something to that. There's a need for boundaries for some of you. So either there are no boundaries or the boundaries are like too high, I'm getting. So that could be for you, for them, I'm not really sure. You might just feel like they're always hiding something from you, you know? So this child, I feel like this child is somewhere between, I'm getting like 20 to 23 very, very strongly, but I'm also getting like around 15. So there might be messages for different kids here, different age groups. There is a need to, I don't know, sleep, I think, relax, something. You might be up a lot. You know, I did a reading for a client a few months back, and it was a bit similar. Not really, but the pieces. And one of the messages that came through very strongly was find your joy. Find what makes you happy. If there's something that you do that brings you joy, do more of it. Like, bring the focus to yourself. I'm not saying ignore your child or, you know, just focus on yourself, this and that. It heals you when you bring joy to your own life, okay? It's kind of like, what is that saying? Like waiting for the pot to boil, for the water to boil or something. If you're just sitting there and the only thing on your mind is what your kid is doing, it affects you mentally, physically, right? But if you do things intermittently that bring you joy during that time, it takes your mind off of it. It allows for a bit of respite. I'm getting respite. So just try, okay? Because they're showing me that reading, and I think it will bring you some ease, okay? If this is about a relationship, like a past relationship, you're healing from some kind of, I feel like it's like trust issues or something. Not that you have trust issues, that's just what's coming across. But there might have been something to do with trust in a relationship that you are healing from. Like you're almost over it, I feel like. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Okay, that's good. You're not going to get so stressed or be so stressed in the future. You're probably going to sleep better. There's a need to let go of something that you really want. So for example, if this is about your child, all right, I'm getting talking to your child. If you have not had like a decent conversation with your child for like a year, like just let it go. Sometimes I think when we want something, we hold on to it, and it's almost like we're fighting for our life for something that is out of our control. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying give up. It's like wait for it. In the future, there's like this crossroads on what direction you're going to take with your child. That's what it feels like. And I feel like somebody is saying that's like every other day. But this is, it's leading up to this because this feels bigger. And I really don't know what this is about, you guys. So whatever advice is coming through, take it only if it resonates with you, all right? Because I feel like there's a lot of different things. I feel like there's like kids moving out of the house. There might be some friend issues. There might be relationship stuff going on. There's some anger. There could have been a divorce like in the last, say, 2 years, and this child is like, it's almost like acting out in anger or something. I'm not really sure, but just take what resonates, because there's a lot of different things here. Okay, I'm getting like don't risk it all. Okay, if somebody's having something going on with either in a relationship or with a child that has to do with money, that message is for you. Okay. But yeah, it looks like your sleep is going to get better. There's going to be, I feel like opportunities to find some sort of peace. So like that could be just getting more sleep. Okay. That could be, like the advice to do things that bring you joy. Okay. You might have wanted to move somewhere for like years and years and years, and you might have like not done it because of like something with your child. You might reconsider. Okay, so that's coming up. All right, let me look at these, you guys. Okay, these are like the same messages that are coming up. Okay, so there's like a need to have boundaries, or like protect your boundaries. Just check your boundaries, basically. Okay, endings are necessary. I'm getting that message. It's like sometimes we have to let go of things to be able to find our own peace or balance. And that doesn't necessarily have to do with any of this. I feel like that's a core of who you are, and you may just need a reminder. Okay? I also feel like you think like bad timing is a constant for you. Like when I was talking down here about like the timing is off or whatever, it's almost like you're like, oh, of course it is, because it always is. There's something about that. It's not that the timing is wrong. They're saying that's your perspective because of what you want. So it's almost like you want something, but like you want it now. And it just doesn't work like that, they're saying. Okay? Which, I mean, seems like duh. But they're saying plenty has happened in the timing that you wanted. And so you need to look back on those times. And then also look at the times when things didn't come in, or it was bad timing, and what progressed from there. There's something about that. I don't know if like when you were younger, it didn't affect you so much, but now it seems like this constant, it's in your head a lot, something about timing. So they're just saying like look back, and like compare or something like that. Okay, so let me get the oracle card. All right, guys. I just want to thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, or subscribed. I do appreciate it. Also, all my videos are timeless, so feel free to peruse. Okay. All right, you got number 8, tea with a fawn. On this fine autumn day, what could be nicer than taking tea with a fawn? You don't need to wait for an invitation with such an old friend. The fawn always welcomes your arrival with delight, urging you to sit and take your ease. What a cozy place this is. Your friend bustles about preparing the tea, setting out the mismatched cups and the little cakes. He wants to know all about what has been happening with you lately. How are you? What's on your mind? His interest in you and your welfare comes from the heart, for you are very dear to him. He is the best sort of friend, one who asks questions and probes deeper, who urges you to share your stories and does not judge. This doesn't mean he won't offer frank advice, but usually only when asked and always with compassion and good humor. He hears your words and what lies beneath the words. He knows you very well, and he also allows you to change and grow, like all good friends do. Being with him is like drawing a deep breath of relief because you can truly be yourself. Spend some time one-on-one with a good friend, even if it is long distance. Make a point of listening as well as opening your own heart. Establishing and reestablishing good, solid friendships helps you remember who you are and what is most important in your life. All right, this card means true friendship, confidences, hospitality, one-on-one conversations, and comforting company. All right, guys, well, listen, I'm sorry for any difficulties you guys are going through. I have kids. I get it. I was also a kid once, so I see it differently through my parents' perspectives now than I did back then. Anywho's, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.